We are live from X-Dawgs Killer Bees, already in progress. Gonna be a pass across the middle, interception. Ron on the pick. Pitch down the field. It's got space. Can it get down? And it will be, yes sir, a touchdown for the Killer Bees. Not what we were expecting when we got on the field. They were driving, the X-Dawgs were. It was a 1st and goal. It was an opportunity for an X-Dawgs touchdown. Well, it was a touchdown, all right, but a touchdown for the opposite team thrown to them by the X-Dawgs as the Killer Bees jump up to a 6-0 lead. What a way to start this live. Joey Blaze here Saturday morning. Keystone Flag Football League, Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Weather beautiful out here. It's gorgeous. Little hot though, little hot. Hey. Gotta say it's a beautiful day anytime you got the sun. Last fall basically, every single Sunday. 7 a.m. sharp. Right on the dollar. Fires it up. That's going to be incomplete. And the score is going to be 6-0 in favor of the Killer Bees. Let's see what both teams have today. Oldest rivalry in the Keystone Flag Football League. Though many would not really consider it a rivalry, Killer Bees have never beaten the X-Dawgs. They were very close. I'll try to fix that scoreboard. Sorry about that. Getting my practice in. Got a lot of big things going on in the next few weeks here on Joey Blaze Team Blunt Talk. Got a lot of big things going. Venom does not play today. They're done now. Isaiah going to throw. And it's complete to Eisenberg. Going up to the line, one tight end, about 4 wide receivers. Check out Mikey Scunnion making his Keystone Flag Football League regular season debut. It's actually his 2nd time on this field, however. 3rd time, technically, speaking game-wise. Complete, however, instead, it's going to be the McKeon. And a nice gain for the X-Dawgs. From one of the more underrated players in the 4-state. Remember, 4 touchdowns last year in the championship game against the Killer Bees. Tyler McKeon was a one-man wrecking crew that day with the help of the rest of the team when it came to the plays. He got the touchdown. That's what I'm saying, though. He did get the touchdowns on the pitches, and he made some hella moves. Like, Tyler sets it up big time that day. I think he actually had a score a couple times in the league, 3 times, 2nd on the team. He had great work. I got to give McKeon props. He did a hell of a job that day. As did the rest of the guys. Shout out TBT. Keon again, though. Complete on the sideline. You got 2 really good route running receivers in there, and Mikey Scunnion and Tyler McKeon. 2 players that I feel like don't exactly get their just due from time to time. Scunnion's been around for a very long time. He's been on broadcast for years. First saw Mikey Scunnion, Red Knights, 2014 is when I first saw Mikey play. That was against my Survivors team. Mikey Scunnion was the one player we could never guard. The other player we could never guard was John Regan. A lot of stars come out of the area and perform really well out here in the 4-state. Isaiah going to throw. Incomplete. Third down coming up right now for the X-Dawgs. Offsides, however, is called. I believe Tom just said after the fact. Don throws the flag. Spartans off this week. Keefe is still currently out with an injury. Everybody send their thoughts. Love to Keefe. Shout out to him. Prayers. Hope he's doing well. He's been out with a back injury for the last few weeks. Hope to get him back up here very soon. Wishing him the best. So Don Brown stepping in as an official for the second time this season. He officiated the last game of week 1. Sack. Petty John coming in. And this ferocious D-line to Killer Bees. Gotta say, you got guys like Kaja in there. You got Petty John in there. Like, this line can definitely play. Normally they have Chad and Sean as well. But I do not believe I see them. In fact, Killer Bees pretty light today. Not many Bees guys on the sidelines. Tough draw for a rivalry game with the X-Dawgs. They do have Lurie, who is one of their captains and mentors on this team. Isaiah takes it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Do not wait, go. They got 4 blockers, there's 5 of us wrestling, go. Hey, you come up.
Lurie making calls on the defense. One of the Bees captains, Lurie won a championship with the Bees in the fall of 2018, defeating the Ship Flip Gators. Him along with his brother Ann, and of course John Regan, a big part of that team. For Lurie, it's his 5th season overall in the Keystone Flag Football League. Played with the Immortals in the spring of 19. Played with the Misfits in the fall of 19. Isaiah dropping back, going to his right. Killer Bees last year, and that is now his home. Throw to the right side, incomplete. Trying to win this franchise a second KFFL championship. The Bees have gotten to the big game the last 2 seasons. Following the Misfits in the fall of 19, and then following the Team Blunt Talk last season. X-Dawgs, the first KFFL champion, came up here in the spring of 2018, if you recall. That was the season where KFFL began, and they dominated this league early on. Got to give a shout out to them and what they were doing. This X-Dawgs team was just fire that season. However, a lot of people will criticize it was a very light KFFL. Bees transitioning from 9-man to 7-man. Gators doing the same. Spartans as well starting for new. Argument right now on the field. Tom saying it's first and short. Eric upset. Eric telling Don to tell him. See what Don tells him. X-Dawgs, spring of 18 champions here in the Keystone Flag Football League. Defeating the Ship Flip Gators in the finals. They won the next season as well in the spring of 19, defeating the Immortals for the championship. X-Dawgs then went on to not be in the KFFL last season. Keystone has not been on Saturday since that spring of 19 season. Up until last week, they only had 1 loss on this field. They sustained their second in the form a loss to the Reckless Villains. Villains are off this week, but they're looking interesting coming into playoffs. We'll see what happens with the Reckless Villains. June 12th is going to be the playoff date, I've been hearing. Might be June 19th. Don't know 100% yet. Not my call. Sack City. And it's going to be a offsides penalty. All right. Offsides on the Killer Bees. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is going to be 6-0 in favor of the Killer Bees. Keystone Flag Football League every Saturday this spring. Team Blunt Talk, Try Hard Sports. Co-promotion. I will not be here next week. We'll be at AFFL in Long Island. Looking forward to that. Going to be a really good time up there. TBT invades the North Tour. We'll be in New York City all week from Tuesday to Tuesday. Long Island on Saturday and Sunday. You'll catch us around the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn. We'll be all over the Big Apple. Next week, TBT invades the North Tour. Bad snap coming, or a high snap, or mishandled one rather. Penta, you ask. Second and goal coming up. So Keith Giles will be the only streamer next week. I don't know the games. I do know the Bees have one, so Keith may miss one. But otherwise, Keith will have all the coverage next week. I'll be out of town. We'll be up there in New York City. The Big Apple. Where the idea of going live for the very first game we went live for 4 years ago was conceived. Sitting on a bus on the way. Going to the right, complete. Scunyon. Hold down. Happy 4-year anniversary to Team Blunt Talk. May 17th, 2000, or May 21st, 2017, rather, crossing my numbers. Nasty spit there by Kaja. It's quite a lookie he had down there. Matt spitting up something as well. Gonna get away from that visual. We apologize. At least it's not someone's butt crack for once. Been a great time the last 4 years. Year 5. Kicking off. Sack coming. Kaja just eating right now. 4th and goal right now. First of 2 games for the X-Dawgs. They will be playing prime time right after this one. So you see, Mr. Keith Giles of Try Hard Sports. Player Media. That's how I started out 4 years ago.
4 o'clock. Hey, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Hey, let them catch short. Hey, when they catch the ball, everybody swarm and body up. Do not treat. Body up. It's coming super quick. Always go. Hey, he's not getting the ball. He wants Matt or him. Hey, back up.
Snap coming, ball out. Sorry for the angle. Scunyon trying to get it, but it's incomplete. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And here comes the Killer Bees offense. Killer Bees. It's hard to tell what you're getting from when we sit next to the squad.
It's so easy to bait them. All I gotta do is scream. I just keep screaming.
Yeah, long-time players in there. Houston starting last season, first year, second year now. Aleph, he was a quarterback 2 years ago for one of the first times we came up here when the Killer Bees took on the X-Dawgs. Or the Spartans, rather. Mixing up my games now, I'm getting old. 4 years feels like 40 sometimes. Big Coop on the line. One of the best linemen in the 4-state. Shout out Coop, my guy. Shout out Kaja, the other Coop. Or the Coop, depending who you ask. Just go back and forth. Shout out to all my TBT guys playing in the game. Ron Savage, Winter Chiller, BJ Smith, Summer Showdown, Coop, Spring Season. I'll be scanning around the sidelines real quick, trying to see anybody else. Whole X-Dawgs team, 0-3 against TBT, lost all 3 times. Killer Bees, they beat me once. That was a good time. Fun times. Oh, they got the A-Train back here. They got the A-Train. Michael called himself the Steam Train when he played fullback in the county. Uh-oh. Man, come on. We got to get the A-Train here.
From like down set hut. When you doing all that, he don't know that. He's not looking at the ball. No, but no, you got to look at the ball, though. You're a receiver. Stop listening to him.
Lowry mic'd up today.
Come on, back up. Second down.
They got a lot of options at QB here. There's about 4 guys you can work with. Lowry, quarterback for the Bees last season when they was runner-up. Aleph, quarterback 2 years ago, the first time I covered the Bees up here. Houston, he was a quarterback. He's a rotational 1. He's played Ocean City. He's played spring season, fall season. Ron Savage, QB for the Villains last year. They got options right now on offense. Aleph, oh my God. Look at this man. The A-Train.
Keep it up, big guy. Hey, you're right there, guys. Keep it up.
The A-Train showing no signs of rust. Still going strong. A player that's very deceiving. One of those guys you look at, you don't know what you're going to get with him. He just goes middle, though, and he'll bulldoze with you. One of those weapons that can sneak in and be very low-key. You always need that for an offense. Go to your left. Complete Houston. Turning up. Pulled down. Last week's player of the week down in the Washington County Flag Football League was Houston for pure chaos. I believe his stats were from the Spartans game he had, where he had about 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, including 1 for a touchdown. Houston balling last week, balls every week. Second year coming up for him. Rookie of the Year in the Keystone Flag Football League last season. Runner-up for Rookie of the Year in the Washington County Flag Football League last season, the O'Shane Thorpe. Shout out our guy on the Warriors, O'Shane. Only a snap, but it's going to be offside. I do believe instead. Aleph can get it off there, and it's going to be incomplete. Hey, I was talking about that 4-quarterback system the other night on the extra yard of Keith Giles. I had pitched it to the Outlaws. I think the Bees should give it a shot. I'd like to see the Bees test it out. They definitely got the options. You got Lurie. You got the A-Train. You got Houston. You got Ron Savage. Tyler Spencer played quarterback one time. Ant plays quarterback. You got depth there. Like, if you're going to beat Chris Boone, you got to beat his 2-quarterback system and double up on him. You give him that 4-quarterback look, and it's going to really break a lot of minds. I don't think anybody knows how to guard it, honestly. One tight, and I thought the Bees are trying that today. A lot of old-school flag football being played right now. I like it. This is all strategy. I like this. This is where coaching comes into play.
Hey, we good. Come on.
Little discombobulated, but that's kind of what happens when you don't really have the same guys out there every single week. This is a different team, and, I've been through that. TBT last season, trust me, I didn't know what I was getting when I got to the field. We had to play Ross at corner once. He didn't allow anything. He shut down Ruby. Shout out Zach Ruby. A-Train. Lurie, turning up. Spinning around, pulled down. It's 4-year anniversary. Only league game I'll be live for this weekend, so it'd be a nice way to celebrate it. It'd be a nice broadcast here. X-Dawgs, I first saw them. You got to go back to, we're going to go back here actually. Dang son. Got to go back to that fall 2014 season when I was with the Survivors in the Washington County Flag Football League. First saw X-Dawgs. I remember walking up to him. The quarterback at the time from that game was George Nunn. And I only knew it because George played with my dad and uncle in softball and football growing up 20 years ago when I was a kid. I was getting dry, talked way too much. It's going to be a drop back and a knockdown. Going to zoom in a little bit, get a better angle. X-Dawgs beat us by a score of 49-6. The lone score for us in that game was a 80-yard run by Nick Knight where he had put tree sap in his flags, and the X-Dawgs going to pull him as a result. And so with the tree sap touchdown, we pulled within 43. And well, actually, at the time, it was 6-6. So we had actually tied the game when we did that. And then thought we were going to get the lead. And then the X-Dawgs destroyed us. Karma.
Are you talking about which trophy? Which girl?
I'm talking about Survivors.
Oh.
What trophy Survivors? That doesn't compute.
The one that got away with your first love?
I failed there too. Sac City, Kaja again. My man's eating. Gotta give a shout out to Kaja, bro. Gotta give it to Kaja. Killer Bees, first time I saw them, Gettysburg. That was in the summer of 2018, Patrick Crawford's tournament. They lost 29-0 to ADR and then got blown out by Rampage. It was a nice debut for the Bees on tournament play. They've gotten better since. Yeah. No, they've gotten better. Yeah. Yeah, better. You say Misfits? What about Misfits? They don't play in our league anymore. They added the whole Misfits. Yeah, otherwise they have like a lot of homegrown talent in the Killer Bees these days. Gotta give a shout out. They're an original KFFL squad. Hey, shout out to the Outlaws. I hear they're entering that 5-man tournament. Is that a thing? Did I hear that right this morning? Yep. 5-man. That's going to be nice. 2 months from now. We're excited for that.
Joey's sitting up as quarterback.
I'm ready to go.
You just need 2 more players. Somebody get in.
2 more players. If you are 240 or over and you're available July 25th, be an Outlaw today.
Yeah,
Quarterback. Hey, give it to my man Ryan Rao. He gave me a win last year. 1 year ago. And 5-man big man. That's going to be a big interception, though. Killer Bees. Ron again. That man is electric today. He's killing it. Yo, he's savage. He's savage.
I thought he retired, Joey. Didn't you do a whole episode over that?
He did retire. It was a pretty big deal. A very emotional speech Ron Savage gave that day as he retired from flag football. And then he had a revelation. I think God spoke to him from the heavens and told him time to come back. And here's Ron Savage. He's a new man, probably the best he's ever been in this game. Why retire in your prime? I think Ron's going for GOAT status. Back on the field. It is humid out here. Woo! The heat is on up here in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Outlaws on the sideline. They took a loss earlier to the West Virginia Venom. Venom with their 2nd win of the season. Good start for that franchise. A-Train again back there. There's it up, incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, it's good, man. Hey, that's how I do it. I'm a better sportsman.
None of these guys moved at all. You're right.
No, he didn't have to. He didn't. That's what.
Brady a little frustrated.
Hey, bring him in motion. Bring him in motion. BJ, we're all cracking down. No, left.
Aleph in the gun, 1 tight end. BJ in motion. Left side, Smith going to turn up. He's pulled right down. BJ Smith Long time B. Been here since beginning.
Hey, hold this, Joey. Joey, hold it.
I'll hold that. Got it in my pocket. Here we go. Your cameraman slash item holder. If you got anything in your pockets that you're trying to get rid of and need to stash somewhere, just hand them over to me and I'll hide it for you. I'll hold everything. Need a backpack, anything else. I'll be a coat rack. Just throw your jacket over my head. We'll be good to go. We offer many services here at Team Blunt Talk. Houston over there on the left side. Lurie up front. What's the A-Train going to do? He's going to go to the left. He's going to go to Lurie. I love this offense right now. Incomplete. They got to execute, though. That's what's killing them. This is actually a really cool premise of an offense, but there's no chemistry. And I go back to the fact that this team just keeps shuffling starting rosters every single week. You go back to how it started. Week 1, you had Ant out here and the 28-0 loss at the Spartans. And then the next week after that, I believe, I'm trying to remember, it was Ant the first game. My recall is a little rough, so I apologize ahead of time. Yeah, I got it right. Ant in the first game against the Spartans, a 28-0 victory for the Spartans, where it just seemed like the Bees team just did not have any chemistry with that offense. Don't get me wrong, Ant has won a chip before with the Bees. Like I said, fall 18. Ant can definitely ball. TBT guy. Ant, part of the Winter Chiller and Spring and Fall League Championship. Sorry, Undisputed 2020 Championship. Aleph in the gun. Step it to the left. Gonna throw middle. Pulled right there. 4th down coming up. Oh, it was 4th. Pulled down shy. I was about to say, I thought they said it was 4th. I would have gotten back there, but this sun is kind of brutal right now. It's definitely getting close to summer up here. Haven't had these kind of feelings since 2019. Last year was a rough time in the 4th state. It was around this time last year, this particular week coming up, the 24th, where we brought back flag football for the first time. The first event, 5-man, big man. Timeout is one to be called here. Hold on. They're trying. Okay, so they're trying to say. They're trying to use photographic evidence, but I don't believe you can use that. But I don't believe you can use that. It's at ref's discretion. That'd be like rewinding my live. You can't use that. Now, that being said, YouTube does have the capability of instant replay at real time, where you can rewind to any point in time prior to the live and watch what happened. So the instant replay is better of YouTube live. That was actually done in a tournament. A commissioner overturned the play looking at the YouTube live. Yeah. That's something that could be a possibility down the road. I know a lot of people may not like it, but it is definitely an option. Eisenberg going to that left side. Screen pass. Turning up.
Come on, body up, body up. Good pull, Larry.
McKeon again. Very underrated talent. True warrior out there on the field.
Hey, Houston, we get ball second half. Do not let them score.
He demolished the Killer Bees the last time he played them in that championship game. 4 touchdowns total. Coop was killing it on the line that day. Allowed no sacks.
Look, I put us in the best position to score. That's the only option I
You get 1st and 5 to start the second half. Run the
Keon, take your butt.
My service is out right now, so I'm going to try again.
Well, I sent you a screenshot of it.
Eisenberg. Sacked by Kadra again. I think Kadra's up to about 4 right now.
Let's go.
Kadra is destroying it out there. That is a weapon. That is a monster in the trenches, is Kadra Cooper. Playing a bracket ball right now on the Misfits in the circuit. Maybe, probably should be. Apparently, under some rules, clocks doesn't run whenever a sack happens. I've heard. Halftime.
It was only 33 seconds.
Oh yeah, I never changed the quarter. Wow, I didn't even notice. All right, that's why I'm the worst. At the end of the first half, the score is 6-0 Killer Bees. We'll be right back. All right, we got it. Microphone works. Thank God. A-Train in the backfield again. This truly is a throwback game. He was the QB the first time I was up here with the Killer Bees in that spring of 19, a 21-6 win over the Spartans. Not the Don Brown ones, however. The current Outlaws, who were run by Tom Matthews, pulled down from behind Jason Brady. The #1 overall fantasy pick last year in the YAFFL draft. Up and coming name in the game is Jason Brady. Been a long time player around here. In fact, he played at Shippensburg University. Played college football, I believe it was 09 to 13 up here in Ship. The Hanover product. A dual threat on the line. One tight, A-Train again. Played to Lurie. Lurie making a miss. And Lurie's pulled down. Bees in the black, X-Dawgs in the silver. I haven't established that yet, but I would figure some of you guys might have already figured that out. Lurie wearing yellow. Other than that, looks like everybody else is uniform. Always glad to see everybody. Uniform for a game. Nice, beautiful jersey designs. Killer Bees look, debuting this season. We'll get a shot at Lurie's yellow real quick. That was the old one. It came out in 2019. This the new one. Let me complete. Middle to Lurie. Incomplete. Thought he had it for a second. My apologies. 4th down coming up, Tom says. Here we go. Try to change that scoreboard up a little bit, make sure I get it right. It's always important to have good visuals.
Hey, we need this D. Come on, right now, Hugh. Don't jump. Hey. Hey. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Dude.
Don't tighter. This tight end over here.
Good line, guys. Good line.
Tighten up. We gotta tighten up. Ready. Run.
Middle, and the X-Dawgs back on the field.
They didn't even get a push. Yeah, but the offensive line didn't even get a push, bro. He got hit. Hey, fellas, my fault, bro. Hey, I'm supposed to have that. You good? You good? We'll pick you up. We'll pick you up. I don't know.
See what the X-Dawgs do here. Third season we've been up here in Keystone. First time was spring 19. First game was X-Dawgs versus the Immortals, a 13-7 X-Dawgs win, or 14-13 rather. So I get my scores backwards sometimes. Left side gonna be complete. And bowl down. Hurry up offense for this Dogs team. All right, let's get up to the field. Trying to go up tempo on this Killer Bee defense. They certainly have the skill in that secondary position. See if they can get a matchup nightmare, however. Gonna throw it up, middle, incomplete. Lurie giving out orders, trying to get his guys in check, make sure they don't give up this donut. Look at the history of this little rivalry, so to speak. I call it that because it is two original KFFL teams. X-Dawgs, however, they had a lineage a lot longer than the league. They go back to 2002. They played in the league in Pennsylvania way back, on the name offhand on me. And then they went to the Washington County League. where they were a dynasty for 4 years. After that, they played there and then started playing spring ball up here in 2018. Ball going to be thrown up. Wow, right in their backyard. The key ain't going to be in. Touchdown, X-Dawgs. My man is killing it right now. He's got about 5 touchdowns against the Killer Bees in about a game and a half. And he's trying to get a second win over them too. As mentioned, he had the 4 scores in the championship game last season for Team Blood Talk as they defeated the Killer Bees 40-14. Extra point coming. Ball down, kick up. It's good. Don throws a flag. Dodges height. And the score 7-6. So the X-Dawgs respond.
Never do this. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just keep going.
A-Train, they're trying to hurry up. Got about 1 tight, 3 wide. A-Train gonna step up. And pull it down.
Get the first down! Come on, defense needs a break here. Let's go! Do it again, PJ! Quarterback! Yep. Hey, this is what we talked about! Yep. Cheater. Ron, back up!
1 tight,
Come on, guys.
4 wide. Houston in the backfield. 1 bounce. Gonna scoop it up, gonna be thrown. And incomplete to the A-Train. 3rd down coming up. Sky getting a little cloudy right now. I like that actually. Nice little Saturday morning here in the Keystone Flag Football League. Joey Blaze, your host on the action for this game. Keith Giles will return for the next one. That'll be coming up shortly after. You know what, this game's getting interesting. I'm going to try to share it around real quick. I know that long halftime kind of took some of you out of it. Let's get it a little up there again.
Go!
Larry.
Upfield.
Turning it up to Houston. Pull down.
Hold the line!
I got him! Come on!
He thrown. And it's complete to the A-Train. Brady not happy. He thought he had him. First down coming up for the Killer Bees.
Come on. not worried about snapping the ball to me.
And Lurie drops it.
Don't worry about the block. Get the ball to me.
I believe that is quarterback number 3 for the Bees now. See if they get that 4th one in there. Ron Savage, he did have a start last year for the Reckless Villains.
I got you, bro. I'm saving it for the game winner. Is that cool? Hey, come on. Let's go. Hey. Come in motion. Grab me the screen. Y'all two motherfuckers get the fuck out here. Line of flow.
Nice. That's right.
Gotta watch Houston. Lurie on throw. Oh, okay. So watch Houston. Gotta watch Ron too. Ron Savage. Remember he retired last season. Came back. He realized there's his destiny to continue to play, and he has played up to his highest level this season. Came in the spring of 2018 for the Survivors down in the Washington County Flag Football League. That was spring of South High, as I called it. Fast times at South High. Ron made his debut that year.
Hey, motion.
Lurie in the gun. I didn't know where Houston was coming from. Yeesh. I looked in the wrong direction. I thought it was going to be in front of me. Lurie, hold down. It's my lack of awareness working on it. 4th down.
Everybody else now. Come in, bro.
Hey, watch the ball. Brady, watch the ball. Double tight.
Y'all double team.
Good, guys. Good line. Right, man. Right. Just don't stop running.
There you go.
Don't stop running.
Hey!
That's coming. Here comes Lurie. Ball's out of his hand. It's going to be X-Dawgs ball. And I believe that's Carter. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, it is 7-6 X-Dawgs. We talk about the history of this. Wasn't very pretty in the beginning if you were the Killer Bees. First ever game was in that spring of 18. X-Dawgs won 40-0. Then they won the next game over the Bees, 40-0. And then the next spring season, they beat them 39-0. And then in the semis that spring, however, Bees started to compete a little bit. They gave X-Dawgs a fight in that game, a 21-6 X-Dawgs victory in that semifinals. It was only an 8-point game with 5 minutes to go before Eisenberg scoring a touchdown to pull away at the end. The next time, however, the Bees got the best of them early on. They went up 12-0 on the X-Dawgs before Matt Eisenberg and company rallied back in the winter chiller to get the victory over the Bees, 13-12. Eisenberg to the right. And that's going to be complete. First down, X-Dawgs. These two squads did not meet last year. However, several members of the Killer Bees popped up on Pure Chaos last season when they played the X-Dawgs in the Washington County Flag Football League, including Bees starting quarterback Devin Redmond, who unfortunately sustained an injury in that game that has him sidelined currently. But prior to that, he had them rolling early on, I guess, that X-Dawgs squad until the injury. Matt and company rallied back to win 21-18. Wishing Devin a speedy recovery. Hope to see him back out here soon. Shout out, Devin. On left side, complete. McKeon again. Second down coming up. Second and short. Try to avoid Tom's view. Eisenberg. Off McKeon's hand. First down.
Keep crushing that dude. Every time
I'm about to win this game. Don't worry about it, y'all. Put it on my back. Watch this. Y'all laugh. Watch it. I got you.
we got Trent. Red 2-5. I slide over. Red 2-5.
Can't play it.
I know.
Second and goal coming up.
Hey, shut up, man.
We got second and goal.
For the interior. Second down. Second and goal.
Kid.
Hang minute. Hey, run it back on the back.
Eisenberg to the right. Complete on the pitch. And pulled down. Third and goal.
Hey, he was doing all this. We got body up on you, man.
I'm gonna need it.
Hey, do not go for it. Hey, cause look, what do you want to do? You want to do that.
Pick me up. Let me know y'all shit, alright?
Hey, nothing over top. They got 18 yards to score.
Dude.
Watch it. Hey, John, let's go. I got him. You want to come up the middle. Ronnie, play the middle, Ronnie. Hey!
Play it again, McKeon. Pulled down. Fourth and goal. Here we go. Very critical fourth down play coming up for the X-Dawgs. I would get back in the end zone, but the sun is still kind of looming. Don't want it to be backlit.
Hey, it's the out in the corner coming this way, man. He's rolling right. He's rolling right.
Red 2-6.
Go, Craig.
And throw. That's going to be a touchdown. X-Dawgs. Going to see around the line. Our apologies. McKeon once again. And the score is going to be 13-6 X-Dawgs. So 7-point lead for the Dogs. Extra point pending. Talking about the record of the X-Dawgs on this field. Up until last week, they had only sustained 4 losses all time on this field. First 2 at the Summer Sizzler, 2019, the Team Blunt Talk. Then again, the Team Blunt Talk at Winter Chiller. Spring 19 to the Immortals as well. Ball down, kick up, and it's good. And the score is going to be 14-6.
I just said, listen, bro, play man, bro. I got that. 6 minutes.
Bad boys. Shake your tail feather, bad boys.
Yeah, we would have kept doing what we was
Fucking
doing.
funny.
We good. Bro, you got
Thanks,
one job,
YouTube
bro. Play
music.
your man. Stop trying to play hero.
14-6 is the score, and I'm still going back over there.
was a good game.
Hey, you played your ass off, bro.
I got to, yo. That's what they expect.
Day, give it 100%. That's an A bracket D lineman right there.
Come on, y'all. Just take your time. Y'all are all right.
Larry,
Stop scrambling.
hold down.
He has to stop scrambling. That's not him. That's not his option. That's not his option. I thought he was going to
B's at QB3.
You can't tell them nothing, bro. I don't talk to offense. You can't tell them nothing. They do what they want to do.
Larry in his zone.
Yeah.
Allergy season rough here in Shippensburg.
All that rushing to win is how you lose.
Cicada season coming as well. Football season, spring season, summer season. Guess life's back. It's a crazy year, so here we are. Wait, right side. Hold down.
They need to put him back.
Hey, try to get the first down.
Eric telling him to try to get the first down. I would hope he try to get the first down. Ale comes to the right side. They want a flag on the call to Tom, and Brian will call it.
Come on, man. It's on the camera, dog.
Tom! Tyler Swift!
Come on. It was.
Tyler hit his arm down! It's not a flag guard when somebody hits your arm down. Dude, I'm telling you. Terrible call. Terrible.
Come on. Ain't his call. Hey, how much time we got left in the game?
3:16. Hell yeah.
Stone cold time.
I got not around here. We don't have alcohol in the parks.
Hey, he's making sure he says the right stuff on the camera. We don't got alcohol in the park.
Yes, we don't. Facts is facts is facts. I don't know what you're talking
You don't
about.
want to turn around and look at it?
Look at what? I see like a couple of kids. I see a bench. I see a cooler. What do I see? I don't know what I see.
Yeah, camera's on, Joey. We're being professional.
What do you mean?
I don't see nothing but water. Just throw the ball.
Right or left side incomplete.
Yo, Houston.
Damn, Sean, you still in Key West. Hope you enjoyed your vacation out there, bud.
Yo, we just need one score, yo.
We'll be on the road ourselves next week, heading up to the Big Apple, New York City. TBT invades the North Tour. We'll be hitting the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Long Island, and Atlantic City along the way for what's going to be a nice event. 2 minutes has been called. Looking forward to it. AC Atlantic City coming up 2 weeks. The next big 9-man event. That's going to be incomplete. We'll have live coverage of it. Ross Collins and I will be there for the live, as will other streamers. We got Jerome Russo up there. Heard our guy Pat Johnson at Workhorse Media. He'll be out there.
On the Phantom flag guard.
Well, then it was a flag.
I want one. This the fourth again?
Larry. Stepping up. AC is going to be a big deal. Fourth.
Hey, bro, that's fourth.
Fourth down. Clock is running.
Hey, let me get one. No, I don't. They got a touch.
Lurie trying to give out orders to the rest of the offense. Needs to convert here. See what Lurie and company can do. Throws tipped, intercepted. And that's going to be ball game. I believe so. All right, pending the X-Dawgs not messing this up completely. It would have to be a choke along the lines of the Red Knights back in 2017, a game where Lurie was a part of when they took on Broadaxe over at Marty Snook Park, the first ever live stream game that we did. That game turned 4 years old yesterday. I watched it for the first time since I actually streamed it. My gosh, amazing how much has changed. This is year 5 coming up. The 5-year anniversary will be next May. We didn't really do much for this year. It's kind of a lay back and relax kind of year for me. Trying to do more but less. But next year, we're going to do more and more. It's all going to be lit. It's all going to be legit. Big showdown next week. We got a lot of tournaments going on. We got a lot of league ball. Eisenberg fakes. Giles misses them. And Matt's pulled down. Keith went for it. 18 sacks last year Keith Giles had in the Keystone Flag Football League.
That's first down right now. Yes, sir. Hey, Mikey.
I know, that's fine.
No.
Him along with his Bees defense was just steamrolled by TBT in that championship game.
Would you say steamrolled up? Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
Now you gonna get somebody hurt.
Who you trying to hurt?
I'm joking, I'm tired.
Me too.
That ball's outside.
If I say don't get bad hurt, he's been hurt too many times out here.
Go.
Eisenberg. Matty Ice. Sack. Kodger coming in again. Kodger's a monster, man. 5 times. Five sacks for Kodger. Remember, he did have about 3 a couple years ago for T Blunt Talk against the X-Dawgs in the Winter Chiller in a 37-0 TBT win. TBT also beat the Bees that day, 28-0. 65-0 plus 2 for TBT. Winter Chiller champs. The only team that had the trifecta, undisputed, summer, winter, spring, fall. Eisenberg. Absolute legend, Matt Eisenberg, left side. He's doing a great game right now. That's the thing about Matt is this is a guy that you need. This is a closer right now. This is what closers do. He is your starter and he is your closer.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's ball game with that first. That's it. Good win for the X-Dawgs. They rebound from the loss to the Reckless Villains last week. They'll have the Tri-State Spartans next week. Number 1 versus number 2 here in the Keystone Flag Football League. We'll see how it goes when those two face off. We're going to get a little bit of a post-game show. Spartans, X-Dawgs next week, though they got to play primetime first. Going to be a nice battle. A little bit of a Pennsylvania round robin. Primetime, Bees, X-Dawgs. We're live here in the 4-state. It's the Keystone Flag Football League. This was your TBT Joey Blaze game of the week. X-Dawgs, Killer Bees. We'll be back in Keystone in about 3 weeks for playoffs. Till then, we'll see you next time on the field tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. OMFFL Timothy Rich Youth Foundation 9-man 12-14 tournament. Ross Collins and I will be live. Keith Giles about to take over to start this next one. X-Dawgs prime time. Where is prime time? That is the question. There's a few, I believe. I believe they're ready. Gonna be good. Gonna be lit. Gonna be legit. We'll see you soon.